The British Bulldogs have been one of the most outstanding tag teams, well, for a long time, the most outstanding tag teams in the entire world of wrestling. And now tonight, they are about to sign a contract that will see them taking each other on. Davey boy, I never thought we'd see this day.
You know what, Will, and I didn't think I'd ever see it either. But I'm not signing that contract until Dynamite Kid signs it first, Ed Will. And once he signs that contract, then I will sign it. And the dogfight of the year will start July 21st in the corral.
Well, they're going to go into the corral with this fight. I am a little surprised with this development, Dynamite. I'm a big surprised with this.
Mr. Whalen, why would you be surprised? I took this man around the world 3 different times. I made him a world champion. I made him what he was today. And what does he do? He tries to come from me, to me, from behind with a stick and try and put me out of my wrestling profession.
He couldn't do it. Accident.
It was no accident.
Don't believe that.
He knew what he was doing all along. He was jealous of the Dynamite Kid. He was riding my coattails from day one. I'm sick, I'm tired of carrying this 265-pound goof. Simple as that, 265-pound goof. You can't beat me. Take it easy. Take it easy. Sit down. Sit down, take it easy. Sit down.
All right,
take it
we'll
easy.
get you on opposite side of the table. He says, Davey boy, I'll tell you what, be a gentleman and sign, and we'll go from there. Huh? Davey boy can be the gentleman. And he is that. You want to witness his signature? Okay. Davies is witnessing the signature, and here comes the moment. Now sign. Now sign. Now you don't want to sign? I don't believe this.
I just come back from the slaughter of Hara, and now when I sign it, which I will, when I feel like signing, well, I can't understand why I should sign right now. What have I got to prove to this idiot?
Well, come on, sign the contract. Sign the contract. Let's get it done.
Okay, just a minute, Mr. Whalen.
All right, he's going to do it. I don't believe it. He's got to read the fine print. The thing is about 8 blocks long, that contract, and he's got to read the fine print. He's driving us nuts.
Well, what is amazing is that Dynamite Kid, more than perhaps even Davey Boy Smith, was calling for this bout to happen.
That's right.
And now it's the big stall. We have no idea whether he even wants to sign it.
You want to sign it?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
1 minute, Mr. Whalen.
1 minute. 1 minute. Davey boy is trying to prove he can read. He's trying to prove he can read.
He's trying to prove he can read. All it is a contract to face me on July 21st, Ed Will, and that's all I want. I've waited a month for suspension got lifted. It got lifted, and he won't wrestle me tonight. He won't wrestle me next week. It's got to be July 21st.
All right, let's get it done. Where did the pen go? All right, I got it. There you got. You got it. Here it goes. This might be an historic moment. He's thinking about it. Having one last look. Come on and do it. Well, I don't believe this. I don't believe this.
Well, it's brinkmanship at its best. The fans are very upset. They want to see this contract signed. They want to see the deal delivered. They want to see the dogfight of the decade. And what we're getting is just somebody who's procrastinating.
The procrastinator of the decade. He's getting set now. The crowd is in suspense. And here it goes. There it is. He signed. He signed. And history is made in wrestling. The dog fight. You're a witness. I'll witness your name. I'll witness your name. There you go. Well, here we go. Johnny Smith coming into the ring. He's not supposed to be in this bout, but he's giving some advice to the Dynamite Kid. Dynamite Kid at 228. I can't believe the dog fight of the decade. A great team like that, and now they have been smashed to smithereens. Sumu Hara is being introduced in the ring.
Your referee, Jürgen Herman, 1 fall, 30 minutes.
Well, the Weasel is in there too. Sumu Hara better not turn his back. I can't believe this, what we have seen tonight, the dog fight of the decade being set up What happened to the Dynamite Kid who used to be a nice guy?
I just noticed that the Weasel tore up the British Bulldog jacket. And all I can tell you is this, he doesn't even want to have the jacket worn by the British Bulldogs. I tell you, this should be a great, great match.
He's got trunks on. You see bruisers on the tail end there? He doesn't want to have anything to do with the Bulldogs anymore. It's the British Bruisers, a title that is shared, incidentally, by Johnny Smith. So Sumu Hara, very good worker, but he better brace his feet with this guy. Dynamite Kid has gone ornery. And when he's ornery, he's one tough hombre.
I tell you, he's not wrestling a slouch. Sumu Hara is once the big matches right here in front of us. The Dynamite Kid better not take it lightly. But if you had to go out and bet on a match, the Dynamite Kid looks as good as I've ever saw him. And I tell you, he just looks great, and he came right out full of fire, and he's taking it right to Sumu Hara. You know what? I just can't wait till I see that dogfight. Dynamite Kid against Davey Boy Smith. What a record crowd that's going to draw. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, Dynamite banging away at Sumu Hara. And the crowd is beginning to yell, "Traitor, traitor." They're calling traitor, traitor. That's what he is.
Traitor?
Traitor to the British Bulldogs.
But you don't blame Davey Boy Smith for none of this, do you?
Of course not.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they broke up, don't you think Davey Boy stands to take a little of the blame? Or are you just going to throw it all on one guy?
Well, I think I'll throw it on one guy, okay?
What
That's
about you,
fair.
Jim Davis? You know, there's two guys, and now let me ask you a sensible question now. Jim Davis plays Dynamite Kid for breaking up the team. Let me remind you one thing. It takes two to tangle, and I think Davey Boy was just as much responsible because he hit Dynamite Kid over the head with a stick.
Actually, the man who broke up the team is you, Bulldog Bob Brown. You're the one that ambushed the Dynamite Kid. The stick was grabbed away from you by Davey Boy Smith, and that's exactly what happened. Dynamite Kid thought Davey Boy had bushwhacked him, when in fact it was you.
You're an evil man.
I tell you what, I think Jim, I don't know what match Jim watched, but
You're an evil man. I saw it. 2-1. Both of us saw it clearly, as did millions on television, and you know you did it. That's an awesome responsibility. Out goes Sumu Hara, tossed into the front row almost.
You like the signature?
Yeah.
You like the signature?
Well, Dynamite's busy yelling at me.
why don't you repeat to the wrestling fans what he said? Did you like the signature?
I'm not interested in having a tete-a-tete with Dynamite.
Let me ask you a
Sumu
question.
Hara.
Both you and Jim, I know both of you don't like balance. Is there anything that you guys do like? I'm waiting for an answer. Is there anything you two guys do like?
Well, I really like it when you leave. That's one thing I like.
I like it when you shut up.
Boy, oh boy.
Dynamite giving him a shot outside the ring and hurling derision at him. He is such a good fighter, this Sumu Hara.
What a sad day in professional wrestling. You come back, and Sumu Hara looks at the lineup. Wow, I got Dynamite Kid. Well, I tell you, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Because I think, hey, the Dynamite Kid just looks great. There's not a mistake that he makes. There's not a flaw in his wrestling. I tell you, I don't know where he's been on the suspension, but wherever he's been, I know this much. He's been working out.
Well, I know that he's dropped a knee on Sumu Hara that shook him up. Sumu Hara spun around. Dynamite's waiting for your blessing now.
Well, all I can tell you is, listen, I thought he could have beat Sumu Hara on 3 or 4 different occasions. I don't know what he's waiting for. Maybe he just wants to punish him, and maybe he thinks Davey Boy Smith is watching it in the dressing room, and all I can tell you is he's doing this for Davey Boy Smith. This is what Smith has got to look forward to, a wild oil machine, and this guy's got everything. Like you said, you saw him start in, and you saw him break up. So, hey, what can I tell you?
Here's Sumu Hara. He's not done. Oh, did he drop that kick in there? Bangs another one in. Boy, this guy is one tough kid. And we're at the 5-minute mark. Dynamite for a moment with a problem. And he runs into it again. The flying feet of Sumu Hara, who's going up top. What gives here? He turned him. And he got him. Dynamite Kid scoring.
You know, I think the mistake that Sumu Hara did today was by getting in the ring against Dynamite Kid. He's did a few things today that I really don't understand. By going to the top rope with Dynamite Kid standing. It was a foolish mistake, and he paid for it. He may have broken his neck. I don't know, but I tell you, he took an awful bad tumble.
Well, a Dynamite Kid, you're getting a little sensitive about being called a traitor. You're getting a little sensitive.
I'm not a traitor. All the people in the pavilion, all the people in Calgary, they're the real traitors. David Boy Smith is a traitor. All these people in this building, including you, Mr. Whalen, you're all traitors. Everybody knows that I took David Boy Smith around the world. I made him a tag team world champion. And what's he do? He backstabs me. Smith is the over yet. On the 21st of Corral, one-on-one. Dogfight of the decade. What do you mean dogfight of the decade? You can't beat my daughter. But you want to win a squad circle with a dangerous man like myself?
Well, listen, I'm worried about the friends that you pick, like this thing here.
Don't worry about him, Mr. Whalen.
Weasel.
Don't worry about him. I understand next week. Ron Ritchie, another goof from Winnipeg. He's going to challenge the Dynamite Kid and try to get rid of me before I get hold of Davey Boy Smith. Ritchie, it won't be done. I'll beat you from pillar to post, just like I did with that Japanese boy. I'll beat you 1, 2, 3, like that. Davey Boy, I'm coming for you.
Any comment?
We wait for him, we wait.